There's no human experience more tragic than a divorce. Divorce is defined as the death of a relationship. Write that down. A divorce is the death of a relationship. Again, that may not be necessarily between two married people. It may even be between two people who have been very close for a few years, and then something went wrong, and your heart goes through that trauma. That relationship died. Divorce is worse than physical death. The answer to most people's question, why is divorce so tough? The answer is because divorce is worse than physical death. Some of you are nodding your head because you've been through that. You've been married for a few years and then something went wrong with the relationship. And the reason why it's worse than physical death, and I want the people who've never been married to understand this so that you can slow down. Because you think that marriage is a solution. It's not a solution. Why is divorce worse than physical death? Because divorce is a death without a burial. It is better for a person to die than for them to get a divorce and still be alive. Why? Because when someone dies physically, you can bring what they call closure. You can cry, go to a wake, you can have a funeral, you can weep over the grave, you can put the body in the ground, you can cover it up with dirt, you can put a marker on it, you can put a wreath on it, you can leave the cemetery and never go back. It's over, and you never see them again. So you can bring closure to it. But when you get a divorce, the death of relationship, it's burial free. There's no burial involved. Because when you get a divorce, you can't put the person in a hole. I know you wish you could, but you can't. You can't put dirt on top of them. I know you think about it often. You can't put them in a cemetery and leave them forever. The problem is they keep resurrecting. In the food store, when you turn a corner. When you go to school to pick up the kids, there's the resurrection again. When it's time to pay alimony or not pay it or meet at the courtroom to get it. When you go to see the kids or to bring the kids or to exchange the kids, there's this resurrection and the pain keeps opening up. It's the worst kind of death, the death of relationships. And that's why you do not want to get a divorce. The Bible has no arrangements for divorce. God made no arrangements for divorce, none at all. So nobody wants to experience a divorce. Nobody. Now, if any of you who have never been married would like to know how horrible divorce is, I want you to find someone in this seminar who've been through a divorce and let them talk to you. I guarantee you they will talk you out of marriage. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Let me see those hands. Yes, honest. See the divorced people. It's a horrible experience. And by the way, there's no way to solve it. You are permanently damaged. Why? Because divorce is not the parting of two people, it's the ripping of two souls. Parts of you are gone forever in the other person. And that is why the Bible has no solution for divorce except the miraculous healing of the Holy Spirit. It says in the book of Luke, chapter 4, God comes through the Messiah. It says he will open the prison to the prisoners. He will give sight to the blind. And then it says he will heal the broken-hearted. In other words, the only solution to the pain of divorce is an actual healing by Jesus. A psychologist cannot help you with a divorce and the pain of it. That's why most psychologists are divorced themselves. So this conference is to prepare you and to help you not make mistakes, not deal with the danger of having to go into a relationship. Now let me just say this carefully. Divorce is impossible without marriage. Write that down, please. I know it sounds simple, but you keep missing that. You cannot get a divorce unless you're married. Secondly, marriage is impossible without individuals. So you need marriage to get a divorce, but you need individuals to get married. So the prerequisite for divorce is marriage. And the prerequisite for marriage is individuals. And thirdly, marriage, because it's the prerequisite for divorce, is more important than divorce. Now, if marriage is necessary for divorce, and individuals are necessary for marriage, then the most important thing in relationship is not divorce nor marriage. It's individuals. Let me put it this way. Singleness is the prerequisite for marriage. Now I'm going to give you some definition and understanding of this concept, because one of the biggest difficulties we have today is that people keep thinking that singleness is a problem. Singleness is not a problem. Let me talk about the key to marriage a little bit. First of all, your marriage is only as good as your singleness. So stop concentrating on getting married. Your relationships are as good as you are, no less and no more. You bring to the marriage what you are. When you walk down the aisle in your white dress and your tuxedo, whatever is wrapped up in those clothing is what the other person gets. Nothing happens at the altar. If you are lazy before you arrived, they are taking a lazy person home. If you are stingy before you arrived, they are taking a stingy man home. If you are stupid before you arrive, you got a well-dressed stupid person. No more, no less. If their feet smell before they came to church, you take stinking feet home with you. Very important. No miracles happen at the altar. Just faith in words. Singleness is a myth. It's a myth to me. It's not real. And I want to destroy the myth of singleness today. I want to give you a good point to write down, and that is, it's okay to be single, but it's not okay to be alone.